Today we'll be flipping through this book called Wander, Gather, Savor, Ponder by Katie Daisy. And I have my trusty paintbrush with me so I can do some letter tracing, like so. Wander, gather, savor, ponder. So it's just like an art kind of coffee table type of book. Has pretty pictures and quotes and suggestions of, I guess, like travel ideas. There's very much a floral design theme going on here. It's a picture of a field. The sky and the grass. Introduction. This is Wonder. I have a picture. I have a picture of an open road with a huge sunflower and clouds, fluffy clouds. Then you have a quote by Walt Whitman: "Afoot and light-hearted, I take to the open road. Healthy, free, the world before me." The picture of the world, a globe, planet Earth. Here's an example of a Wonder lunch. Here we can have peaches, avocados, baguettes, honey sticks, wedges of cheese, thermos of tea, piece of dark chocolate, and a handful of almonds. Here we have a mountain scene with a forest and a deer. I have a quote by John Muir: "Climb the mountains and get their good tidings. Nature's peace will flow into you as sunshine flows into trees. The winds will blow their own freshness into you and the storms of their energy, while cares will drop off like autumn leaves." We have some magical places to visit. I believe these are all in the U.S. Yeah. They have North Carolina, a place called Max Patch. And then you can hike through effigy mounds in Iowa and camp on the banks of the Mississippi. You can look for the mystery lights in Marfa, Texas. You take a summer drive with the windows down to Illinois' Nachusa grasslands. Comb through thousands of treasures at Glass Beach in Fort Bragg, California. Devour a book among the Redwoods at the Henry Miller Memorial Library in Big Sur. Backfloat in Austin's Barton Springs on an early August morning. Look for bears in the Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness in Minnesota. Have a picnic by night around a bonfire at Rockaway Beach on the Oregon coast. Drink homemade sarsaparilla at the Rendezvous in Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin. Here we have explore the Redwoods. Those gigantic trees. Marvel at the Blue Ridge Mountains. Here are some national forests you can visit, and you can comb these national seashores and lake shores. In the US. You can daydream under giant sequoias, more big trees. You can hike the Appalachian Trail. Here's some examples of poisonous plants, like poison ivy, or narcissus, or poison sumac, or lily of the valley, or poison oak. Here's a picture of a house beside the ocean, or the yurt. Stay in a yurt on the ocean. Yurt on the ocean. Let's go camping. Here are some marshmallows. Creek swimming and tangled hair. You can take a cross-country road trip in your van. Camper. You can drive down Highway 1 with the windows open, feel the salt air and warm breeze on your skin. You can explore Big Sur. You can get lost in an unfamiliar town. There's some towns. Picture the moon. You can take a full moon hike. Let it light your path. Different ways to commune with nature. And here's a quote from Carl Wilson Baker. Today I have grown taller from walking with the trees. Here's some trees. We have the coastal redwood, the common hazel, the European larch, the aspen, the sycamore, the wild cherry, white willow, and the western hemlock. Here's a canoe in the night sky with all the constellations. Take a canoe trip that creeps into the night, then set up camp on shore. Where have you been? Where are you going? Get deep. We have gather. Here we have some mushrooms, fungi. We have the honey waxcap, the amanita, old man of the woods, the shaggy parasol, the morel, and the chanterelle. These are for visual enjoyment only, because some are poisonous. Here's a quote from Monet. I must have flowers always, always. Here's some moth. We have the Io moth, the imperial moth, the Luna moth, and the, I'm not sure what this is, Cecropa moth. Find a field of dandelions and make 100 wishes. Here's some birds you should know. Know these birds. The blue jay, the goldfinch, the purple finch, the red-winged blackbird, the oriole, and the yellow warbler. Grow a garden with cosmos, daisies, poppies, and hummingbirds. You should know these wildflowers. This is cosmos, black-eyed Susans, California poppy, wild daisy, purple coneflower, Queen Anne's lace, bachelor's button, and the buttercup. Here's a part in the book where you can press your own flowers. Here are the different types of clouds. You have the cirrus, the cirrostratus, the altostratus, the stratocumulus, the stratus, the cumulus, the nimbostratus, the altocumulus, the cirrocumulus, and the cumulonimbus. Picture of a birdie. And it says, my soul is made of meadow flowers. Here's some instructions for how to make a wildflower crown. And here's a part in the book where you can press your own 4-leaf clovers. Here's a quote from Lord Byron. There is pleasure in the pathless woods. There is a rapture on the lonely shore. There is society where none intrudes by the deep sea, and music in its roar. Well, I love not man the less, but nature more. Here are some benefits of keeping bees: honey, beeswax, connection to nature, education, and they're the best pollinators. Keep bees away from me. Here's some, well, it says keep chickens. And here's a Russian proverb: love and eggs are best when they're fresh. Got 3 chickens here. Here it says explore a tide pool. You have an octopus, a mussel, a starfish, surf grass, coral, a sculpin, an anemone, an urchin, and a crab. Gather unlikely friendships. Savor. Lie in a lavender field. And here's a recipe for lavender simple syrup. Eat berries straight from the vine. Got some blueberries and strawberries, some blackberries, and daisies. It says learn to identify bird songs. This is the sounds that these birds make. So the robin goes cheerily, cheerily, cheer up. The cardinal goes birdie, birdie, birdie. The eastern towhee goes drink your tea. The eastern bluebird goes chirly, chirly, chirly. And the chickadee goes chickadee dee dee dee. I'm sure I've all heard that one. Walk down a dirt path at sunset. See the northern lights. Mountains. Back float in a sun-warmed lake. And here's a recipe for how to take a summer mineral bath with the windows open. She smelled of sun and daisies with a hint of river water. Fall asleep during a wild summer thunderstorm. Lightning. Cover me in lilacs. A picture of the house with the laundry on the line. Hang your clothes on the line. They'll be infused with sun and breeze and birdsong. Stumble upon a farm stand in the middle of nowhere. Make a strawberry pie from scratch, and here's a recipe. And the rest of the recipe. Go on a trek for wild Maine blueberries. And I think I'm going to end it here. Give me the splendid silent sun, with all his beams full dazzling, which is a quote by Walt Whitman. That's our video for today. Hope you enjoyed.